Hello ladies and gentlemen, Xcentoro here, and welcome back to another video. Now I hope all of you are doing well, because I am as always, and in this video we'll be seeing how fast can we land an aircraft in infinite flight. Now there's a lot of aircraft to choose from for how fast we land in infinite flight, but I feel like it's a safe option to take a jet. So what we'll do is we'll finish off with the jets, but let's see how fast we can go in some of these more conventional aircraft. And I feel like let's start off with the A220. Let's use this Bombardier livery, the CS 300 as well, because I think that looks good. And we're going to head to an airport with a rather long runway. I believe Dubai has a pretty long runway with, yeah, 1,400 feet. So I'm just going to have a look quickly and see if there's any other airports that I can think of. Maybe Atlanta might have, or this place, so let's see, Miami. No, so what we're going to do is we're going to stick with Dubai, because it looks like that has the longest runway. And they're both perfectly the exact same length. So we'll head over to Dubai and we'll start on the final approach, because what we'll do is I'll change our fuel settings and we'll literally put minimum weight on the aircraft. And then I'll bring up the flaps as well, because they will increase the drag on the aircraft. So that is something we need to be fully aware of. So I think the smart thing to do here will bring the flaps up. We'll need the spoilers armed as well, and if I just go to weight and balance, see, we've got way too much weight, 0 on that. 14 minutes of fuel should be enough. Well, it's more than enough to get us to where we're headed. So we're just gonna, I think it's probably fun actually if we head off to the runway on the right, because there is parallel runways here at Dubai, so you can see them there. And what we're going to want to do is aim for the runway on the left. Now we're not really going that fast yet, so it's quite disappointing. Hopefully we'll be able to gain some speed, and there you go, we've got the overspeed warning as well. So we're at 400 knots now, so we should be going a little bit faster soon, hopefully. I mean, the engines on this aircraft aren't too massive, so they should not give us that much thrust in reality. I don't think we'll be getting way too much thrust off of these engines. So here we go, nice and slow, nice and low. We lagged for a second there. And can we do it? Oh, okay, we should probably not need that much. There we go, come on. There we go, parking brake straight on. Rudder, oh, I've pressed something and we've taken off again, unfortunately. And we crashed. Okay, let's try it 20 seconds ago when we were like right over the runway. So we're gonna, parking brake should already be on, I think, realistically. And we're just going to cut the throttle there. So we're just at like 500 odd knots. And we're just going to go, come on. We crashed both times. Okay, well, the A220 is about 450 knots. That's not too slow, not too fast. I feel like we should try the A340 as well. We'll go with the Qatar Airways. I think it's a nice little livery as well. And I think the A340 never gets really used for fun challenges like this. And why have we sworn there? I want to be on the short final again. I don't know why the flight simulator insists on doing this. So here we go. We're back onto the short final bit now, so that's looking good for us here. So, right, let's just tap this and calibrate up, and let's full speed, flaps up. And we aren't really going too fast yet, so let's just see what the weight's looking like. That's probably a contributing factor. So again, I've brought the flaps up to reduce the drag on the aircraft, so there's less of a resistive force on it. And we're just gonna shifty over to the right and aim for that runway over there. Now this aircraft is a lot larger than the aircraft we've just been using, which means it's going to be a lot harder to control and get in line with that runway. We are already at the overspeed warning and we are really picking up some pace here. Now you can obviously land a lot faster than we are landing right now. So maybe we'll give that a go with the next aircraft we choose. We'll just keep going full throttle and then circle in towards the runway as fast as we can. But we're over 500 knots here, so we're doing well, we're doing well. Okay, so you can looks like you can land the A340, maybe 600 knots we're pushing, potentially. Oh, so here we go. We're gonna hit the runway. We stayed on the runway. We have stayed on half the runway. Oh dear, my rudder is going to fall off. Let's try and stay on the runway here. Come on, keep us on. And then we got the nice little overshoot at the end here, and let's just. In style, oh, this is stylish. We just need to stop now. Oh, that was crazy. Oh my gosh, and we've... Now that was skillful. Now we're ready for takeoff. We're going to have a look at that and replay that landing there, because that was crazy. We literally fought with the aircraft for the whole thing there to try and keep it onto the runway, and then we literally fell over in the final end there. So that was crazy. Right, let's just here we go. Here's the land. So that's the landing there, and that's me fighting with the aircraft. We're literally still half in the air. It's only the nose gear on the ground. Okay, I didn't know that. And then what? It's like a inverted flare. And then what happens here is we fight the aircraft, and we do that little turn there that goes really, really well, all the way to the end, and then the aircraft comes to like a stop. It spins itself over. It had that little bit of a moment there with the end of the aircraft. Okay, wow. Now that was something else. Oh, that was crazy. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to hop in. I feel like we should take a Boeing aircraft now. Let's give the 787 a go. Let's go with Jetstar. Why not? I don't think I've ever flown with the, I've just seen that we're sporing that gate, but that's not going to be an issue of ours. So what we're going to do here is I'll head over to the short final, and from there onwards we will literally go crazy with it. So so we're going to calibrate here, calibrate, short final, and we're going to go full speed, spoilers up, this up, flaps, everything up. We're going to go onto the weight and balance. We're going to drop our weight down to we don't even need that much fuel. Oh, we might need a bit of more fuel actually. We'll go 50 minutes of fuel, calibrate up, and zoom on with the autopilot. So what we're going to want to do is not crash. We just want to keep a heading and just chill with the autopilot and go as fast as we can. Now, I think the 787-8 looks really cool. I think it's a cute looking aircraft, to be fair, as well. For those of you that have never really flown with a 787, I think it's a lovely looking aircraft. Just look at this now. I'm going to bring up the gear as well, and I love the gear retraction on this just looks amazing as well. And we're just going to head out for a little bit, and we're going to go, let's try and like loop around the airport. So if I try and set that for there, we'll just do literally a massive right turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to you all once we are near the runway and ready for our landing, because we're going to be coming in very, very fast. Okay, so we are literally just coming in towards the airport now. Now we're not far from being at Mach 1. You'll see on the screen there at the bottom it says M0.95, and that is increasing very quickly. Now we are going to have to bring our gear out, which will give us a little bit of drag, but hopefully not too much drag for the airport. And I believe if I am able to set an autopilot like that, we can go ×5 until we get to the runway. So we'll just go ×5 for that. And it turns out we are unable at this moment in time to actually get much faster than the 500 knots we've been achieving on our approaches. That was really bad for me there. Now I'm just going to aim for a runway, and hopefully it's going to be a runway, not like a taxiway. But I think I do see a runway here just ahead of us. It's the runway on the right, I believe I'm aiming for. Now we are at 75% the speed of sound. We were supersonic earlier. Well, I was supersonic when I was, you know, just trying to get fast in for the runway. But it looks like it's not quite possible with the gear. Maybe I brought the gear out a little bit too early then. But that's alright. Now we're going to have to like knock on our rudder a bit here as well and have a little bit of reliance on it to try and get us onto the runway. We've missed the runway completely. We have completely missed the runway, but we're landing at 74% the speed of sound, so we've made the runway, and I am literally fighting. Put some flaps as well, maybe increase a bit of drag, and then we'll do another little cool spin here. Oh, we have spun out completely. Okay, well that didn't go to plan at all, so I feel like now we've done it in those aircraft, I feel like it's time to bring out the F-18. Let's get that Super Hornet, and let's go in the livery with the, where is the Maverick livery? There we go. Let's use the Maverick livery. I feel like you have to use the Maverick livery for this. So I'm going to see how fast can we actually land one of these jets. Now these jets are insanely fast with their landings, and that I know they are fast planes. So it's going to be a very, very crazy landing, if I do say so myself. So there we go. Let's just calibrate that. Let's bring our flaps up, and let's just go full speed ahead. I don't think it really matters with fuel too much, but hopefully we're going to be able to be landing very, very quick. So we're just going to go full on here. There we go, 300 odd knots. So we're already zooming way much faster than we were before. So we are ready to be landing here, and we should actually land at the speed of sound. Hopefully we'll be supersonic when we reach the runway here. It is very awkward with the gear out, of course, to maintain that. But we're at M0.85, 86, 87. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get much faster than this, really. So just try and get on the runway. I should have cut the throttle there. And we've done it. We've hit the runway. And my brakes are on. We're going to come to a stop, actually, a lot quicker than I thought. We're going to actually not even... I won't even need to intervene with this. So we've pretty much landed at not far from the speed of sound, believe it or not. So that's borderline supersonic, I suppose. Maybe we were quite a way off. But, you know, it's good enough. So if you are new here as well and you did enjoy the video, please do make sure to like and subscribe. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Good night.
Find your way.